and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a Cayo Perico Spin the Wheel, where we spin a wheel and whatever it lands on is how we have to do the entire heist. From the entry vehicle to the weapon to the escape to where we get our loot, everything is decided by the wheel. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Last week was a little bit difficult, I would say. It was just a weird one. It was a weird one. We got lucky with the disruption missions, but other than that, it was pretty much a stinker for me. So I'm hoping today we get a little better luck. So we're starting off with these 5 right here. I don't even know if you guys can see what these things say. It's so small, but it is what it is. The first one over here, that is the Alchemist Velum Annihilator Patrol Boat Longfin Kasaka. That is our entry vehicle. Next up right here, that is going to be our weapon. So the Saboteur, Marksman, Aggressor, Conspirator, or Crackshot. The one right above me here, that is the Drainage, Airstrip, West Beach, Main Dock, North Dock. That is our entry to the island. Right up over here, that is the South Gate, Main Gate, South Wall, Main North Wall. It's essentially how we have to get into the compound itself. And then lastly, right over here, we have the Main Dock, North Dock, bottom map, Airstrip. That is how we have to escape the island. So let's go ahead and just spin them all immediately. I was going to say anything can be better than last week, right? But it could be technically worse. So I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. I'm going to wait until they've all finished, and then we'll just read the thing here together. Alchemist. Okay, so that means we're going to be jumping out. Saboteur. It's an okay gun. It's like an SMG. Drainage is how we need to get into the compound itself. Okay, so we're doing compound. South Gate. Wait, no, we have to come in at the drainage. Okay, we're just going to erase that drainage one because we're coming in with the Alchemist. So we have to jump out, but then we have to come in the South Gate. So we can't come in both the drainage. The drainage here in this scenario would really only work if we got the Kasaka as our vehicle and then drainage. Either way, it doesn't work. And then Main Dock is going to be our escape. Better than the Airstrip last week. I'm thinking South Gate is going to be our entry. Do we jump straight in? This is a weird one. This is kind of just like, I mean, I guess that's what these spin the wheels are for, but this is just a complete random assortment of things, ladies and gentlemen. Just none of it makes sense together. No one would ever choose this. Anyway, let's move on to our next wheels. All right, guys, here we are with our next wheels. So the first one right over here is disguise or no disguise. Are we going to be able to get a disguise? I hope we are. We didn't last week. It sucked. Right above here, that is going to be disruption or no disruption. And that one actually came in clutch last week. If you didn't see that video, go check it out. This one definitely helped. So I would like it again, just in case. And then we have loot before or after. That's the secondary loot. Do we get it before or after the primary? And then the last one is where do we have to get the loot? That is the Main Dock, North Dock, Airstrip, mid-map. So like the mid-map farm / compound. So if the compound has like paintings in it, we can get it from there as well. So anyway, let's just go ahead, spin these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, I want to disguise. Yes, disruption. Loot before and Main Dock is what I would like. Bloody Airstrip. Loot before, no disruption, disguise. Okay, we got disguise. Airstrip sucks butt cheeks. And we have to go there before we go to the compound. So we have to come in the Main Dock, then go to the Airstrip. But we can technically come in at the Main Dock, grab a boat, and then go back up to the Airstrip. So that could kind of work. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set this thing up, and then we're going to jump into it here together and see what we can do. Obviously, going to try and get the Elite Challenge as always. Let's jump into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I have completed. I've set everything up. So hopefully this is going to be a good one. One thing I noticed, though, is remember when I was doing the spin the wheels and I said drainage doesn't count because we don't have the Kasaka and blah, 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 blah. That was actually the compound or the island entry. So we're jumping out, right? So I feel like I can... should I spin a wheel on where we need to go? Or should I just... For this one, can you let me at least just choose it? Because it'll be so... Listen, okay? We're in the Alchemist. We need to get the loot before... And it's at the Airstrip. So I could just jump out of the Alchemist straight to the Airstrip to get our loot. So that's what we're going to do. If you have a problem with it, you can take it up with management. Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm sure they will care. Spoiler alert, they won't because I'm the management. Rightio. Let's see what we got going on here, though. Approach vehicle, as I say, is the Alchemist. Infiltration is the Halo jump to the airstrip. Combat entry is drainage tunnel, but it's not because we're going... What was it? The South Gate? South Gate. Escape point was the main dock. That's where we have to escape. I got confused earlier thinking we had to come in at the main dock, then go up, but we don't. The main dock was the escape. Time of day is daytime, and then the gun was the Saboteur. Let's go ahead, start this up. Do we have that, like... This is the one I'm going for today, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. I feel like that loading screen was so much faster. Okay, so this is the plan. Look, what a beautiful day in Cayo Perico, too. Let's have a little look. Okay, come on. Can you just load in a little bit real quick? So this is the plan. We're going to jump here. We're going to get some primary loot. Or secondary loot, I should say. Hopefully, there's a disguise. There could be one here, or there could be one here. But we'll figure that out when we get a little closer, right? And then from there, we need to maybe grab a motorcycle and just drive the boat or car or motorcycle all the way down to the compound where we need to go to the south gate, which is this gate right here. So we are going to have to kill a few people unless we find a disguise, because I am allowed a disguise. Then we'll just drive past and kill a few people down here until we can get the car. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I think... Oh, we could have probably jumped out a little bit earlier, but it's fine. All right, all the way down. Okay. Do we go looking for a disguise first or loot? I say we'll just go looking for some loot. Why is this guy... Why? Why are you right there, my guy? You know what I forget? Challenge complete. Okay. Is there... I need to go around this guard. Every time you choose a different entry point, whether it's an Alchemist, whether it's an Annihilator, the guard layout is always different. So, there's our Alchemist. It's always a little different. So, like these guards walking around like this guy right now, I need to be careful of him. Because he's going to turn around in a second. Let's just get in here. Get in. We're in. Okay. Let's see what loot we got. What do we got? I mean, that's Coca-Cola right off the rip. I am grabbing that. And then we'll go upstairs here, see if there's more Coca-Cola. That would be perfect for me. That would be perfect. All right. So let's fast forward here. You don't need to see me grabbing this Coca-Cola. I am repeatedly tapping X, trying to get it as fast as possible, but it still takes forever. All right. There we go. 240. Let's see what we got upstairs here. Why is that guard's cone so big? Do you see that? Look on my minimap. Why is that cone so big? Why are there cones so big on my minimap? That is actually insane. All right, we got Coca-Cola. We are absolutely bloody laughing, ladies and gentlemen. We have Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola. We're chilling. We're chilling. Absolutely chilling. You know, I don't want to jinx myself, but this, if we can find a disguise here, even if we can't, we might be able to find a disguise on the way. Like, this could be, compared to last week, which was, in my opinion, a disaster. This could be a pretty decent one. We deserve this, though. We deserve this. After last week, we bloody deserve it. All right, let's get up here. Whoop! And let's grab this Coca-Cola. I don't want to jinx myself, though. I feel like every time it goes wrong. Every time. All right, excuse me. Even though their cone is like... Why is their cone so big, by the way? You see on my minimap still? Like, that is the biggest cone I've ever seen in my life. I don't know. Are they just binoculars? Is that what they've got going on over there? I don't bloody know. 480 grand, though. The one thing that does suck that I forgot to mention is that our primary loot is bloody tequila. It is the stinky tequila. You know, it'd be cool if you could... Oh, I can't go back in that door. I was going to say, there's a computer there. Imagine if you could hack it and do something. That would be pretty cool. Anywho. What is this guy doing? We need him... Where is he going? What is happening here? Let me zoom in. All right, we got cars knocking about. Didn't see me, thank God. All right, now's our time to go. I'm telling you, the idea of what's going on right now, like as far as the guards are concerned, it's different. All right, there's nothing here. What I am going to do, though, is take him out. No disguise right there. Let's see if there's one upstairs here. If there is, yeah, there is. We don't even need to go upstairs. We can just go right here. Now, hopefully, when that car drives around, it doesn't see that body. He was annoying me. He was bloody annoying me. What can I say? All right, so we've got our loot anyway. We're chilling. We're chilling. But listen, I am happy, like I say, we got the Alchemist because it does change. It does change the way the guards are. It changes everything. So it just makes it a little bit fun. You know what I mean? Like everything, it changes it around a little bit. But we got a disguise now, so it really doesn't matter. Unless somebody finds that body that I just shot. Like, if anyone's going to find it, it'll be a Jeep driving around. So maybe if I can just go as fast as possible. We don't need to worry about it. I could take the Jeep out. Do we think that Jeep's going to see the body? At this point, I'm going to try and go as fast as I can. But there's a very high possibility that a Jeep could drive past and see that body. Very high possibility. All right, we're just going to ignore this guy. Hopefully that Jeep doesn't go down. There's a very high possibility is all I'm saying. All right, but I need to... If we can get there as fast as possible, we won't need to worry about it. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. All right, let's fast forward here a little bit, I would say. All right. Why is he stopping? The reason I'm letting him go ahead of me is because sometimes, because they're driving, you can be in their cone of vision for a long time, and it can trigger the alarm, essentially. So I try not to drive in front of vehicles like that. So just FYI, that's why I did that. All right, let's try and get into the compound as fast as possible. See, even that guy, I feel like... Okay, now there's this guy. There is so many cars driving around, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. All right, we're going to go through here. I'm going to take out a couple people up here. Not him in that car. Because we need to go in here. This is the south gate. Best case scenario, if I shoot this guy, he will drop a key code. Yeah, best case didn't work right there, did it? Didn't bloody work. What about this guy? What if we can take out this guy? Is he going to drop one? It would help if you would drop one. Did you drop one? Do I have to get close enough to be able to see it? You didn't drop one. I need to be quick, though, because if that truck does find those bodies, it's going to be any second now. And I would like to get over and get this done before that happens. All right, come on. It's got to be one of these two. Please. Please, 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 please. All right, let's see. I hate killing two people when they're right next to each other like this, but... Neither of them dropped a key card, by the way. Neither of them dropped a key card. There's going to be a thing driving around, right? Didn't I see something driving? We should probably take this car out first. Wasn't there a car driving around? I could have swore it. I could have swore I saw a car driving around. There is. There is. Okay, we're going to wait for him to get a little closer to us. We'll take him out. I don't know if these guys in the cars can drop keys. I can't remember, if I'm being honest. I can't remember. All right, gun out. No key. I need a key to get in the south gate, little game. I'm not going to be able to do that if you don't drop any keys for me. You know what I'm saying? So please, the next person, I'd appreciate it if you would drop a key for me. I feel like I'm playing the bloody zombies map right now, running around here. All right, do we take out... We're going to take out this guy. He's close. He's by himself. He's just standing here like a bloody idiot. He's got a key. He's got a key. I can just tell. Watch this. My guy did not have a key, turns out. I have never had this much bad luck, by the way, at trying to do this. Never. Never, never, never. All right. He dropped a key. We got a key. You know what? We're so far away. I need to drive over there. But I've got to pick it. Oh my God. Well, we got a key. If alarm triggers from that first guy before I get this key in here, South Gate. We've done it. We've done it. Took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but we've done it, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. We did it. All right, that was the longest cutscene known to man for some reason, but we're in. All right, so we've got a disguise, but let's not forget this guard right here is technically a red cone guard. Even though it's not showing up on the minimap, my guy is a red cone guard. So we need to take him out. Now, the other guards we can run past. We can't run past the cameras, though, unfortunately. All I need to do now, let me pay attention, is It was that. It was my headset rubbing on it. I was like, what the freaking hell was that? It sounded like something was like... It was just this rubbing on here. We need to get rid of our primary loot, and then we just got to go to the main dock, right? That is literally it. That is it. We've got a disguise, so we can get out of here. We can go straight to the main dock, chilling like an absolute villain, by the way. All right, let's see how much money they give us right now. We're at 480. Give me 100. Make it 580. I hate you. I hate you, game. Start giving me more money on that, please, will you? All right, let's fast forward through this because you all know how to do this fingerprint thing at this point. All right, that took us about 40 seconds to do. I feel like that's just the average, right? 30 to 40 seconds. It's not too bad. It's not great. It is what it is. All right, let's go get our stinky tequila. Our absolute stinky tequila. You know what, though? I kind of deserve it. We haven't had tequila in a while. We've been getting bearer bonds. We got a pink diamond recently. We've been getting the ruby necklace. I would say it's actually been a while since I've had the stinky tequila. So even though it sucks, and we've got great secondary loot to make up for it, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. You know what I mean? So far, though, I'm chilling. If you watched last week's video, not quite the same. Not quite the same. This week, though, we're chilling. I feel like I need a big one of those lazy boy couches to play in. I can just sit here, maybe grab myself a little... I was going to say grab a little Coca-Cola. I don't drink soda. And it's not because... It's just... I'm lucky, I guess, that I just don't... I don't like soda. It's too sweet. I don't really like sweet stuff. When I was a kid, loved sweet stuff. I think I made up for it all when I was a kid. And like now, no interest in the slightest. None. All right, I can do this right now. No, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Watch this. Boom. We are laughing. I don't know why I'm rushing. There is literally no rush. But, okay. This guard's come in as well. See, there's no rush. Because I gotta wait for this guard anyway. Oh, that Juggernaut's cone of vision did just go right over me, though. It's a shame, you stupid Juggernaut. He's waiting there longer than he usually does, too. I swear Rockstar developers are watching my videos, man. Because I'm always like, oh, he's going to go here, and he's going to stop, he's going to do this, and he's going to be there for 2 seconds. And now it's changed a little bit. Like, he used to walk and then turn around immediately. He doesn't anymore. Stops for a little bit. The other guard, when you're coming from the drainage tunnel way, he used to take 3 seconds and then move. Now he takes like 6, 7, 8 seconds. So there's been little changes, and I don't know why they're doing it, man. All right, anyway, we're not jumping off the bottom map. So I don't know how long we've been doing this, but we do need to escape at the main dock. So I'm going to have to grab a motorcycle from up here. I'm going to borrow a motorcycle. We've got a disguise. So listen, the disguise makes everything just so much easier. Like, the disguise is so OP in the Cayo Perico Heist. It is not even funny. Like, we're not going to kill anyone. So there was no reason for us to trigger an alarm right now. Because even when El Rubio jumps up and starts looking around for people, he's not going to see any bodies. I think he will see me, though. Bloody hell! You know what that reminded me of instantly? Have you guys ever seen Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? When the car and she, like, swerves out of the way and goes straight into, like, the lake or the pond or whatever it was? I don't know why that is the first thing that popped into my head. Was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. When she literally drives, swerves out of the way and straight into the water. That's what I felt like right there. That's what I felt like. I felt like I was going to have to lift. Why is that cone so big on that guy? All right, well, he's triggered the alarm. Nobody cares because we're long gone. But why was his cone the size of the bloody island? Anyone want to riddle me that? Huh? Listen, El Rubio, you're not going to get me. Attack boats, you're not going to get me. You all suck. Oh, El Rubio's over there. He hasn't even figured it out yet. He's still just all the way over there. We don't care. We're driving off into the sunset. Look at us go. Better view. There we go. You can shoot at me all you want in your little buzzard. It's too late. It's too late. Look, we see two boats chasing us. We see a helicopter chasing us. El Rubio's still just back out there doing his own little thing, man. El Rubio's a wuss. He doesn't even like confrontation. There we go. Done. El Rubio's like pretends he's on his way, you know what I mean? He's not. All right, let's skip the cutscene. I think we got the elite challenge. That felt like it was pretty fast, if I'm being honest with you. But I have no idea. We got 1 million. It was just awful. Plus 50k. So we're literally under... I didn't get the elite challenge. almost 17 minutes. That was shockingly bad for me. Almost 17 minutes for a Cayo Perico heist. Are you kidding? Like, what am I... Like, how did I do that? I mean, let's be honest. We were knocking about at the airstrip for quite a while. Yeah, we'll blame it on that. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider hitting that like button. Subscribe if you're new and turn on notifications so you know when I upload more videos like this. If you want to see more Cayo Perico Spin the Wheel challenge videos, check out the link in the description down below. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow as always with a brand new video. Goodbye!